山岸先生です。
こんなにたおやかに見られるのに、実はマーシャルアートにも長けてらっしゃる。
山岸先生と一緒にモデレーターの役目をできてとても嬉しかったです。光栄です。ありがとうございます。
いえいえ、こちらこそ。
Okay, we'll start the seminar. This is the first seminar of the new dialogue program titled Dialogue for the Future between Japan and the Islamic World. I said new. Why? Because this dialogue program is the successor of the dialogue program titled Dialogue Among Civilizations between Japan and the Islamic World. As mentioned in the speeches and the opening ceremony, the idea of the former dialogue program was launched in 2001. By then, the foreign minister of Japan came into a reality in collaboration with Bahrain in 2002. Since then, 8 annual seminars have been held in Bahrain, Japan, Iran, Tunisia, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Japan. These seminars brought together academicians and diplomats from the two sides and have discussed focusing on the intellectual and cultural issues. Before the beginning of the new dialogue program, 2 amendments were proposed. Firstly, the dialogue should be done around the little practical, pragmatic issue. Secondly, the dialogue should be done on the same subjects at least for 3 years, not yearly. Then the subject that was selected for the new dialogue program is harmonization of the socio-economic development with culture for the benefit of younger generation. According to this orientation, the first seminar of the new dialogue program in Abu Dhabi is titled Towards the Creative Society, Diversifications of the Industrial Structure and Job Creation of Younger Generation. The seminar is composed of 5 sessions. We will start now the first session. Its title of the first session is Demographics and the Necessity of the Building a Creative Society through the Best Allocation of Resources Among Generations. It is a very relevant issue to our dialogue program, for although the situation is so different between Japan and the Islamic world, both of them are now facing the same difficulties of programs. Well, difficulties or problems which are related to the demographic trends or the generation change. And in this first session, we invited 2 speakers and 2 commentators. But the second speaker, Dr. Ibrahim, is cancelled. And the first commentator, Dr. Sultan, is not coming now. So this is I have to change I will invite the commentator, Dr. If I had the Director General, the Department of Statistics, Prof. Jordan. So we'll first, this session is composed of 1 speaker and 2 commentators. And I will invite now the commentator, the only presentator, Professor Genda. He is one of the leading scholars on the labor market or the labor economies. Please.
Good afternoon. This is Yuji Genda. Working conditions of younger generation in Japan have been worse, without doubt, under prolonged recession. So it is more difficult for many Japanese young people to make a living independently. Families and firms that have provided a sense of security cannot give future prospect anymore. Japan seems to be descending from previous prosperity. What can we do to reinvigorate a new creative society? It is difficult to imagine the future precisely. Uncertainty deepens throughout the world, and many people have no idea how to behave well in the face of uncertainty. Striving for independence is often overcome by fear of the unknown, producing the desire for something strong that people can depend on. People lose hope when they worry excessively about the future and do not feel secure in any places. It is often said that many Japanese people, especially the young, are losing hope for the future. It seems that at the beginning of 2000, Japanese people have generally lost hope, as symbolized by the Japanese famous novelist Yu Murakami's Kibou no Kuni no Exodus. It is Exodus to London Hope, which was published in 2000. Since 2005, the Institute of Social Science, the University of Tokyo, has organized an original project to research the relationship between hope and society. Social science of hope, hope studies. What exactly is hope? We have discussed the meaning of hope with members from Japan, the United States, and Australia. Based on the several proposals by sociology and philosophy, we settled on one crucial feature of hope as a wish for something to come true by action. Thus, hope consists of four crucial elements: a wish, something, coming trueness, and action. According to an empirical survey in hope studies, we found that one-third of Japanese adults aged 20 to 59 do not have any hope, or they feel that the most important hope is not attainable. What kind of hope do Japanese people have if they do? Most Japanese have hope regarding their work. In response to the multiple choices on the contents of hope, the top chosen answer was about work, which was 66%, followed by family, health, and leisure. These results suggest that works and jobs are the most closely related hopes in the Japanese society. We examine why difference exists between individuals who have or do not have hope. To answer this question, we conducted a quantitative analysis of factors that determine whether a person has hope or not. The analysis of the relationship between objective attributes and hope, concluding that individual factors such as gender, age, and health influence the position of hope. Looking at gender, men were less likely than women to have hopes in Japan, particularly attainable works. Focusing on the hope about working, however, women tend to lose hopes more than men. In terms of age, in general, younger persons were more likely to have hope, and academic attainment also had a strong influence on the possession of hope. Furthermore, those whose health conditions were perceived to be good tended to answer they had hope. Hope is also influenced by income or employment situation. Individuals earning less than 3 million yen, which is almost 100,000 dirham a year, were less likely to have attainable hopes, and especially people who had no income at all were very likely to lack hope. These results indicate that hope is strongly influenced by the possibility stemming from individual choices and action. Youth implies the open possibility of time for the future, and the loss of health implies a limitation of possibility for action. Education, by deepening knowledge, increasing experiences, and improving capabilities, also expands the possibility for choices. The fact that it is still more difficult for women to have hope regarding work shows that they have more limited employment possibility than men in Japanese society. Individual or household income directly influence the size of budget for making purchases in the market. Unemployment means a loss of not only income sources, but also of self-fulfillment and sense of self-usefulness gained from employment. There is sufficient statistical evidences to suggest the possibility that an atmosphere having no hope for the future pervades Japanese society, as shown by the frequent use of the term sense of stagnation is in Japanese heisokukan. Since the 1990s, a stagnation that prevents us from feeling hope has spread with the increase in individuals whose choices have shrunk, as seen in the aging society, increasing in jobless people and households with low income and deteriorating health situations. While in the hope studies we have recognized the importance of such economic issues, we have pursued that fundamental social problems are tied to the representation of hope. One problem is the relation between issues concerning interpersonal relationship and hope. Hope studies suggest that we have a chance to revitalize Japanese society gained by reorganizing personal relationship or social network in future. One survey also examines the percentage of respondents with attainable hopes according to whether they reported being lonely at their current situation. Among those who answered, "I do not think I'm lonely," 70% had attainable hope. On the other hand, only 49% of those who answered, "I feel lonely," had hope. It is showing statistically major difference between the two. It is clear from the relation between having hope and the number of friends that hope is influenced by relationship with others. The percentage of people with attainable hopes depending on the number of friends was 75% for many, 65% for quite few, 59% for not so many, and 55% for few. It is obvious that the number of friends had a great deal to do with hope. The increasing isolation found among Japanese people are shown by the increasing number of single households in every generation and the emergence of solitary deaths as a social issue, along with bearing, truancy, discouraged, non-employed, and social reclusiveness, thus becoming an increasingly serious social problem in Japan. The fact that socially isolated individuals are increasing is another facet of a society characterized by the loss of hope.